dive in.
Okay, Chris, I imagine it must be a privilege to play a superhero in the movies, and you got to play two. You are the Human Torch and you are Captain America.
Right.
Both awesome.
Oh, thank you.
What do you think about that? And what would you do if I don't know, if in any movie the Fantastic Four meets the Avengers?
No. They do actually in the comic books. In a couple
Yeah.
comic books, someone actually, when I signed on board Captain America, a couple of buddies sent me a comic book where on the cover it is Johnny Storm, the Captain America team, and that. You know, Marvel's aware of that. That's not my problem. That's Marvel's problem. I think they'll do a good job of keeping the world separate. And I think they're rebooting Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So,
I
you
heard.
know, there'll be some new guy.
So what it is to play two superheroes? I don't think anyone has done that in that level before.
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting. It was a little nerve-wracking at first because, you know, you make these movies for the die-hard fans, for the real people who are big comic book geeks, and they were the ones who were the most apprehensive about it. But it went okay. I mean, I think you know, they were able to forgive and look past, and there has been a long time since Fantastic Four. And, so hopefully now they see me as Steve Rogers, and we can move forward. But I mean, it's, you know, it's an honor. It's exciting. Just playing one superhero is a thrill.
I think many fans of Marvel Universe was afraid about the Captain uniform, the costume. Are you afraid too? No. To get ugly, to get
the new one.
The new one.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, you know, I always loved the first one just because it was the first movie, and it, you know, we went through so many stages to try and make sure it's right. So I was partial to the first uniform. But the first uniform had a purpose, you know, it was because we were fighting a war, and it looked like it actually could be something you could wear in a war. The modern version is more akin to what it looks like in the comic books. You know, when you look at the comic books, it actually looks kind of similar. It just, on film sometimes it might look a little off. Again, a lot of very talented people made these decisions, and you know, I'm happy with both uniforms. I think I just prefer the first one.
Yes, me too.
So Chris, you're
There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people. So when we needed them, they could fight the battles that we never could.
And as I said, the diehard comic book fans weren't exactly happy, you know, that I was playing this role. So I had a lot to prove to them. I had a lot to prove to myself. And if it didn't go well, it really could have been a bump in the road in my career. But it worked out. So it was a little bit more of a nerve-wracking process, the preparation. But I think it worked out.
You and Robert Downey Jr., you make an awesome duo in this movie because you're the righteous guy and the good guy, the soldier, and he's the womanizer, the role you used to play.
Yeah.
And what do you say about that? And in the end, you two work together really well.
Well, he plays the womanizer role a lot better than I ever could. He's so good at it. It's fun to share that relationship with him because he's so good at doing that. It's like, you know, if you're going to get better at a sport, you play against someone who's better than you. And so if you're going to get better at performing and acting and maintaining the screen, you act with someone who's better than you. And Downey's better than everybody. So it was a challenge, but it was fun. And he was so he's so welcoming and so kind and so makes you feel very comfortable. Because the first day of filming, I was very nervous. But he's so great. He's so fantastic. And Joss is so great in giving us really good dialogue and a really good evolution of the characters. So truthfully, I had a lot of really great people helping that relationship along.
What's your favorite scene in the movie?
Can
you tell?
Sure.
Did you see the movie?
I did, yeah. I really enjoy the scene in the woods where Iron Man and Thor are fighting, and I break it up, and it's just, it's the beginning of a family. It's the growing pains. You know what I mean? We're all it's before we're all getting along. People are still feeling each other out, and that's kind of the birth of a very functional family. And in the beginning, it's going to be bumpy, and I just like seeing those two guys. I think I remember that's the first time I had seen Chris Hemsworth in the cape, and it was the first time I had seen Downey in the Iron Man suit, and I came to set and just, you know, wow, this is great. This is great. I can't believe this is happening. So yeah, for me, that was a personal thing for me.
If we can't protect the Earth, you can be damn sure we'll avenge it.
Which character most surprises you?
Which one most surprises me?
Yeah.
I mean, I think the Hulk is kind of the wild card, just because they've made 2 Hulk movies with different characters. It's so dependent upon special effects to come to life. You don't know how it's going to look in the final product. So even though we're working with Mark every day, I don't know what it's going to look like. So, you know, he's kind of this mystery the whole time on set. You don't know how this is going to end up. So it's exciting to see how it finally turned out.
Yeah, Captain
Your
America.
work is unparalleled, and I'm a huge fan of the way you lose control and turn into an enormous green rage monster. Thanks.
I grew up watching cartoons and things, you know. But, you know, now I've read thousands.
Yes.
And I have so much respect for them. They're so clever. They really have very complex plots and mature vocabulary, and it's a really wonderful medium for children to grow up on. You know, while I'm watching Bugs Bunny run around, some kids are genuinely developing their intellect via comic books. They're a very smart form of entertainment. So I wish I had.
I want to know.
I think Captain America is who he is, regardless of whether a war is going on or not. You know, Captain America is a good man. He does the right thing because it's the right thing to do. Now, that could be during a war. That could be breaking up a street fight. That could be helping a lady across the street. That could be volunteering at a soup kitchen. You know, he's just a good man. He has good morals, and I think that exists in any country, in any time period, and like as I said, independent of wartime or not. He's just a good man, and I think that's something everyone can get to or aspire to.
Where are you? Can you tell us what can we expect from the next Captain America, the next movie?
Sure. Well, I think they're going to try and push it in the direction of like a political thriller.
Nice.
You know, I think it picks up where we leave off with the Avengers, and Captain Rogers goes back to working for S.H.I.E.L.D. You know, that's kind of his. That's all he knows. He understands military. He understands serving his country. So he goes back to work for S.H.I.E.L.D. And I can't tell you too much.
No.
But we got some good new characters in there.
Nice.
Yeah, I probably can't tell you too much. I'll get myself in trouble.
Nice.
I
Okay.
hope
Thank
Captain
you.
America fall in love again, because I was so sad when he lost his sweetheart.
I know. It's a nice piece of the puzzle because he's a good guy, and it would be a really beautiful relationship, regardless of who it was with. So hopefully they let the romance blossom.
What do you think about Brazil? Is this your first time here? Do you like it so far?
So
what
far,
did you do?
so
Were you
good.
planning anything?
No, we landed last night. It was I kind of had a little bit of jet lag. I came from Prague to LA and then to Brazil, so my sleep pattern is all over the place. But we went to dinner last night at the Spot. This place called the Spot. It was just delicious.
Delicious.
And the hotel's beautiful. So hopefully I'll have some time to get out and see some things. But it's gorgeous. You guys have such a huge downtown city.
Yeah.
The skyline. It's huge. I mean, in downtown Boston, where I'm from, you know, we got a few big buildings. Sao Paulo, it just continues. There are so many buildings.
huge.
I can't wrap my head around.
Now, can I ask you to sign for my draw?
He's on drawing.
That looks great.
Thank you.
You want to use it?
We're leaving now?
Yeah.
Here? Yes.
Gonna sign.
Thank you very much, friends.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Nice to
guys.
meet you. Congratulations. Muito fácil.
You threatened my world with war. You might not be glad that you did.
Let's do a head count. A couple of master assassins, the demigod, a super soldier, and me. I have an army. We have a Hulk. Yeah.
Os Vingadores, The Avengers. Acesse o site do filme e garanta já o seu ingresso.